Salut tout le monde, bienvenue à un autre live de Flight Simulator. Welcome everybody to another live stream of Flight Simulator. Aujourd'hui, on fait la prise 2 de hier. Hier, on a eu un bug de Flight Simulator. Mes commandes ne fonctionnaient plus. En milieu du vol, mon joystick, mon throttle, zéro marchait. L'avion était en vol, mais j'ai plus aucune réponse. Donc, on reprend ça. Tempête de neige, Montréal-Toronto. We're doing take 2 of yesterday's flight. Montreal to Toronto in a snowstorm. So, without further ado, on commence le refueling, puis le catering. Fait que c'est pas mal enneigé. Hey Max, merci pour le like, en espérant que mon stream va, mon Flight Simulator va tenir le coup. C'est la deuxième fois que ça arrive qu'en plein vol, mes commandes Trustmaster ne fonctionnent pas. Bon, je sais pas c'est quoi. Mais aujourd'hui, encore une fois, c'est le deuxième vol avec Say Intentions ATC AI. Moi, j'ai acheté Beyond ATC. Puis, écoute, je le comprends pas. J'ai bien de la misère avec. Je trouve que c'est pas intuitif. Mais Say Intention, c'est complètement le contraire. Ça fonctionne 10 sur 10. Donc, c'est mon deuxième vol avec. La première fois, ça a super bien été. Notre personnel au sol va faire le ravitaillement. Le catering a commencé. Ah, dépêche-toi. Cool. All right. On va loader notre fuel. Toujours attendre que ça termine le ravitaillement. C'est fait pour l'essence. Bonjour Luc. Bienvenue sur le stream. Prise 2 du stream d'hier qui n'a pas fonctionné. Petit bug de contrôle hier. Je pense qu'on est à notre dernier trolley. Almost done with the catering. Je pense que mon microphone était trop haut. C'est un peu le son. Dans les streams, il faut toujours rechecker puis rechecker les paramètres. Ça arrive souvent qu'il y a des bugs. OK. Ça termine. On pourra commencer le boarding. All is done. We could start our boarding procedures. Aussitôt que ceux-ci ont quitté. Quand le camion d'essence quitte, on a un 737 de Sunwing qui est en taxi. Yes, we want to board. On va voir nos pilotes embarqués. Pilote, copilote. OK. On est assis dans notre cockpit. On va partir notre voice command. J'avais oublié de partir. All right. Power. Fuel pumps. Oxygen crew. AR1. 2, 3. Oui, il arrache avec son ATC. Beacon, nav. No smoking.
Airmedic 1. Montreal clearance. Cleared to Toronto via the CYUL to departure then as filed. Climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Departure on 135.025. Squawk 6442.
On peut voir l'APU qui part avec la fumée qui commence à partir. OK, 115 volts. Les bagages sont en train de loader. Top panel view. On va checker notre flight recorder. Nos AR sont alignés. Et on va demander notre plan de vol.
Walker Air 4269 Alpha Zulu negative contact Montreal departure on 120.425. Montreal clearance, this is Cessna Golf Bravo Romeo uniform. Cessna Golf Bravo Romeo uniform, Montreal clearance, pass your message.
OK, on va aller sur clearance 125.6. Good afternoon, Montreal clearance. Air Canada 0550 requesting IFR clearance to Toronto.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
All right. Whoops.
Air Canada 0550, information Oscar is current. Cleared to Toronto. After departure, fly radar vectors to Bobby, then as filed. Departure runway 24 left. Initial climb to 4,000. Departure on 134.15 squawk 2425.
Departure runway 24 left. Initial climb to 4,000. Departure on 134.15 squawk 2425. Air Canada 0550. Transponder on.
Air Canada 0550, read back correct. Ground will be on 121.0.
Alright. Our ground is 121.0. Nos passagers qui embarquent. On va préparer notre plan de vol.
Hello everyone, and welcome aboard Air Canada Flight 0550, heading to Toronto. We're so glad to have you with us today. Please take your seats according to your boarding passes
menu.
and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, don't hesitate to reach out to our friendly crew members. We're here to help. Thank you, and enjoy your flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, your captain speaking on behalf of the entire crew. It's my pleasure to welcome you on board. Please sit back, relax, enjoy the service, and thanks for having chosen Air Canada. Mesdames, Messieurs, votre commandant. Alors, détendez-vous, je vous souhaite à tous un très bon vol. Merci.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome aboard Air Canada, with the best airline in North America at the CYUL Airline Awards. Thanks to you, our customers. Your service director for this flight. We'll please have you with us today. We invite you to relax and enjoy this flight. Onto this flight, a please be of service in English and in French. Once again, welcome aboard. Mesdames, Messieurs, encore une fois, bonsoir. Bienvenue à bord du vol d'Air Canada, élu meilleur transporteur aérien en Amérique du Nord à l'occasion des World Airline Awards de Skytrack.
Air Canada
Distinction
89,
tenue
radio
face à
check,
vous, nos
please.
clients. Mon nom est Adrien, je suis votre directeur de bord. Je suis de vous accueillir ce soir.
Ok.
Air Canada 89, Roger.
Departure 24 left. Toronto, c'est 24 gauche aussi. Gauche. Le star, c'est Ragip. Rajid, pas Ragip. OK. Ça, c'est bon. OK, flight plan est loadé. Les bagages sont presque loadés également. Il reste quelques-uns.
I'll grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
And ground KLM 766 flight apart clearance to Fort Lauderdale.
Boarding completed.
Flight attendants, you can close the door. We'll be pushing back in about 2 minutes.
Okay, Captain, closing the door now. Cabin crew, all doors in flight and cross-check.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to receive final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
All right.
ATC clears Charlie Foxtrot Papa Extra Kilo to the Ottawa Airport. On departure, climb runway heading for vectors to Casca. front runway 24 right, climb to 4,000.
OK, so ground, c'est à 121. Good afternoon, Montreal ground. Air Canada 0550 requesting pushback and departure.
Air Canada 0550, pushback approved. Face east.
Pushback approved, face east, Air Canada 0550.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
Il y a un bug depuis hier de ce bonhomme-là.
Ready for pushback.
Un bug de texture à la tête rose. Probablement dans le prochain update, ça va être réparé.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Wheel view.
Cherokee 315 X-ray Papa, proceed to runway 28 via taxiways Echo and Foxtrot. Proceeding to runway 28 via Echo and Foxtrot, Cherokee 315 X-ray Papa. Meridian Papa Hotel, Alpha Tango Whiskey, Montreal ground propeller of Tango Whiskey ground taxi departing via Alpha.
Thanks to parking by Alpha, Papa Del Alpha Tango Whiskey. Papa Del Alpha Tango Whiskey, thank you for your help. Now signing off. Bye.
OK, so c'est nose left.
Release parking brakes. Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
All right. Not safety briefing.
Welcome aboard Air Canada.
Oops.
To Toronto. We are thrilled to have you with us today. My name is Hiroshi Sato, and on behalf of our captain Len Ridge and our first officer
Len
Brian,
Ridge.
I would like to introduce our wonderful
Cessna
crew members.
908, Charlie Echo taxi to runway 21 via taxiways Delta and Echo.
Expect to be in the air for about 1 hour.
Taxiing to runway 21 via Delta and Echo Cessna 908, Charlie Echo.
First, please ensure your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To unfasten, simply lift the buckle. In the event of a sudden loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop down from the panel above you. Pull the mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen, place it over your nose and mouth, and secure it with the elastic band. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. For our overwater flight, life vests are located under your seats. To use them, pull the vest out, place it over your head, and pull the straps around your waist. Inflate the vest by pulling the red tabs or by blowing into the tube. We have 2 emergency exits located at the front and 2 at the rear of the aircraft. In case of an emergency, the nearest exit may be behind you. Please take a moment to locate your nearest exit and remember that it may be behind you.
All right.
Thank you for your attention, and we
Engine
hope you
2.
have a pleasant flight. Captain, the cabin is ready for departure.
Starting the engine. Cabin ready for departure. Thank you.
Density altitude minus 3,000 feet.
Okay, Captain.
Arriving
Starting
and
the cabin
departing
preparations for
runways
departure.
24 right, 24 left. Advise on course heading.
Je ne tente pas de l'entendre.
Embraer 225, Echo Mike, hold short of taxiway Golf traffic on final approach. Holding short of taxiway Golf, Embraer 225, Echo Mike.
Engine 1. Engine 1. Ignition. OK. On a Engine 1 qui est à 52. Non, on peut mettre ignition.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect. Falcon 762 Foxtrot Romeo, hold short of runway 22, waiting for departing traffic.
Holding short of runway 22, Falcon 762 Foxtrot Romeo.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Flaps 1. Good afternoon, Montreal ground. Air Canada 0550 requesting taxi to de-icing bay.
Air Canada 0550, taxi to the de-icing bay via South Apron Alpha 4 Alpha.
Taxiing to de-icing bay via South Apron Alpha 4 Alpha. Air Canada 0550, good day. Taxi lights on. Throttle to 20%. Throttle to 20%. Come on. Throttle to 20%. Non, pourquoi il ne veut pas? On va aller manuellement d'abord. Throttle to 10%.
Throttle to 10%.
Ah, il a compris. Front view. Pas grande activité à l'aéroport, par contre.
Gulfstream 671 Golf Sierra, hold short of taxiway Echo traffic on final. Holding short of taxiway Echo Gulfstream 671 Golf Sierra.
On va aller à la bay number 8. Throttle to idle.
Idling throttle.
Cherokee 315 X-ray Papa Cross, runway 27, contact ground on
Parking
121.9.
brake.
Crossing runway 27, contacting ground on 121.9, Cherokee 315 X-ray Papa. Bye-bye, this first one. Good evening to you, sir.
Canada 550 requesting de-icing on bay number 8.
Montreal ground, I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Montreal ground, Air Canada 550 requesting de-icing on lane number 8.
Confirm aircraft is ready for treatment.
Fuel type 1.
We begin treatment now and observe. Fluid type 1, concentration at 75%. We'll call you back when ready. Tornado 892 Tango Oscar, taxi to holding point Charlie via taxiway Bravo and Echo. Taxiing to holding point Charlie via Bravo and Echo Tornado 892 Tango Oscar. De-icing and anti-icing completed. Anti-icing coded. Fluid type 1. Concentration at 75%. I'm disconnecting. Good day.
Good day to you, thank you.
Embraer 225 Echo Mike, continue taxi on taxiway Lima, hold short of taxiway Bravo. Continuing on Lima, holding short of Bravo, Embraer 225 Echo Mike. CL1 Montreal ground, taxi to General, Viation parking via Alpha. Taxi to General, Aviation parking via Alpha. Charlie Lima, Foxtrot Uniform.
Il a de la misère avec son micro. Good afternoon, Montreal ground, Air Canada 0550 requesting progressive taxi to runway 24 left.
Air Canada 0550, progressive taxi approved. Follow the taxi path lights to runway 24 left.
Following the taxi path lights, runway 24 left. Parking brake, throttle to 10%. Front view.
Embraer 225 Echo Mike, hold short of taxiway Golf traffic crossing ahead. Holding short of taxiway Golf, Embraer 225 Echo Mike. Montreal France. All request pass to the gate. Air France 624 Montreal ground France 624 taxi to the gates via Bravo contact tower on 119.3 when ready for departure.
Cabin crew prepare for departure.
Okay, Captain. Cabin crew is prepared for departure.
.0, and if you want to give that JetBlue 416 guy a clearance already, been probably waiting for an hour. And JetBlue, if you can hear me,
Ouais, ça va trop vite, je sais.
124.65 for
Ça, il y a toujours des puristes qui viennent checker mon stream.
JetBlue 416, thank you for the update. Let's try it without an IFR clearance today then. We are still in beta. JetBlue 416 clearance on request. Stand by.
Throttle to idle.
Throttle to idle.
Parking brake. Oh, tower 119.3. Good afternoon, Montreal Tower. Air Canada 0550 requesting takeoff clearance to Toronto.
Air Canada 0550, runway 24 left, hold short, Airbus on the runway.
Holding short, Airbus on the runway, Air Canada 0550. En attendant, on va checker nos spoilers. Airbus est encore là.
Air Canada 0550, runway 24 left, winds 290 at 18 gusting 25, cleared for takeoff.
Clear to take off, runway 24 left, Air Canada 0550. Wing lights, nose, runway, strobe, landing lights. Alright, parking brake, throttle to 10%. Throttle to 10%.
10%.
Front view. Co-pilot, you handling the comms?
Visibility 10. Sky conditions.
Why?
Wind at 3,000 feet.
Lenridge, I'm only handling the comms. You're in charge of the rest.
Scattered at 5,000 feet.
Co-pilot, can you please handle the comm? Perfect. All right. So, front view. And we're rolling. $60 knots, throttle to toga. $100 knots. 120. 140. V1 rotates. Wheel view. Positive rate, you're up.
Raising gear.
Front view.
Air Canada 0550, contact departure on 134.15. Diamond Tree 71 Bravo, Charlie, hold short of runway tree 1, awaiting further instructions. Holding short of runway tree 1, Diamond Tree 71 Bravo, Charlie.
Switching to departure on 134
Throttle to climb. Autopilot on.
Montreal departure, Air Canada 0550. Good afternoon, we're climbing past 1500.
C'est mon copilote qui
Air
prend,
Canada 0550, Montreal
prend les
departure, radar
commandes des
contact, clear direct
communications.
Bobby, climb flight level 200.
Clear direct Bobby.
FCU.
Climb flight level 200, Air Canada 0550.
Flap 0. 4,000 feet. One rail lights off, taxi lights off.
United 1244, cleared to visual 27. Cleared for the visual 27, United 1244.
AFR 112, cleared for ILS approach runway 24 right. Report established.
Established. ILS approach runway 24 right, Air France 112. Contacting tower on 118.2, Air France 112.
$8,500 feet.
Air Canada 0550, climb flight level 270.
FCU. FCU.
Climbing flight level 270, Air Canada 0550.
Dear guests, we have just climbed above the safe altitude.
Wing lights off.
To inform you that the use of electronic devices is now allowed. You can also enjoy our onboard Wi-Fi service. If you need anything, feel free to ask.
Charlie, maintain present altitude traffic at your 9 o'clock at Boeing 737. Maintaining altitude traffic in sight, Hypertree 45 Charlie. Would like to request a continue climb to cruise.
Cabin crew, seatbelt signs is now off.
Air Canada 541, 6 climb and maintain flight level 360. Climb and maintain flight level 360.
Merci Petit Bambou Roux de me suivre. Thank you for the follow. Petit Bambou Roux.
Canada 0550. Climb flight level 320.
FCU.
Gulfstream 9er Hotel Lima. Maintain present speed. Keeper A380 behind you. Maintaining speed 9er Hotel Lima.
Climbing flight level 320, Air Canada 0550.
Salut Marc-André, bienvenue sur le stream.
United 567, reduce speed to 230 knots for sequencing. Slowing to 230 knots, United 567.
$20,000 feet, check.
Air Canada 0550. Climb flight level 370.
FCU.
Climbing to flight level 370, Air Canada 0550.
Hier, c'est à peu près à cet endroit-là que mes commandes ont arrêté de fonctionner. Mon throttle, mon side stick. En espérant que ça fait pas la même chose. C'était le même vol. Bon, en attendant, on va checker notre atterrissage. Ouais, écoute, l'ATC, ça s'appelle Say Intentions. Je sais pas si tu l'avais vu, là. C'est ce programme-là. Si tu t'enrôles pour la version bêta, tu as une journée gratuite, tu peux l'essayer. Moi, je l'ai essayé, puis écoute, je me suis abonné pour un mois, mais probablement je vais m'abonner pour l'année. Ça coûte, je pense, 100 quelques piastres pour l'année, mais c'est vraiment, vraiment nice. Écoute, le AI, il est top notch. Puis là, je l'ai mis à copilote. C'est le copilote qui commande des communications. Mais si un qu'à cliquer là-dessus, c'est moi qui deviens... Même, je peux même lui dire, copilote prend charge des commandes. Oups. Puis tu peux parler tu peux parler au crew, aux flight attendants. C'est vraiment, vraiment, ça coche 10 sur 10. Pour un gars comme moi, là, qui veut pas trop se casser la tête, puis le ATC de Flight Sim qui est tout le temps en train de te parler. Qui, là, c'est juste le bon gauge pour... il y a juste assez de chatter, il n'y en a pas trop, là. Bon, 24 left à Toronto. Oups.
Air Canada 0550, climb flight level 380.
Ça, là,
Flight level 380, Air Canada 0550.
Ça, c'est mon copilote qui a pris charge des commandes. Fait que là, on va aller au FCU. 380. Tu peux choisir plein d'options. Il y a différents copilotes. Moi, le cabin crew,
can we expect the ILS 24 right, please? Expect the ILS 2.
C'est vraiment, vraiment nice. Là, on va le laisser, on va me laisser contrôler les communications. Puis je peux lui dire au copilote que c'est moi qui les contrôle. Copilot, I've got the control. Ça devrait changer. Je vais peut-être pas peser sur la bonne pédale. I got the control of the communication.
All right, Lenridge, you're in charge of the comms now.
Non. Ouais, c'est la Xbox, mais c'est pas la même affaire. 30 000 pieds. Là, il manque juste mon MCDU de Wing qui est pre-order. Puis après ça, mon prochain achat, ça va être le module de communication radio ou les écrans. Ce qui va sortir en premier. On est à 31 000 pieds. Ça, c'est 2020. J'ai 2024, mais je suis pas un fan. Parce que les sceneries, ils loadent avec l'Internet. Good afternoon, Montreal Center, Air Canada 0550, requesting flight level decrease to 35,000 feet. On va voir qu'est-ce qu'il va répondre, l'ATC. J'ai jamais demandé ça.
Air Canada 0550, descend altitude 35,000 feet.
Oh, tu veux, ça marche.
FedEx 389 heavy, descend and maintain 12,000. Descending to 12,000, FedEx 389 heavy.
Exactement, trop de bugs avec 2024. Fait que le ATC de Say Intentions AI met ça à coche. Ouais. On est à 38 000 nautiques de Tourney. Puis ce qui est le fun avec Say Intention, tu as un plugin que tu peux installer, puis il est directement dans ton écran. Fait que moi, je l'ai loadé le programme, il est dans mon écran du haut, mais je peux toujours voir, comme le ATC de Flight Sim, mes communications, puis choisir mes canaux.
Cessna 402, Papa Echo, maintain 8500 traffic, 2 o'clock, 5 miles. Maintaining 8500, looking for traffic, Cessna 402, Papa Echo.
Pas si je le mettrais à gauche, j'utilise jamais mon écran de gauche. Comme ça. On arrive bientôt à 34 000 pieds. Il me semble que c'est haut 35 000 pieds pour Montréal-Toronto. Ouais. Tout que... C'est un pas pire investissement, je peux te dire, ouais. J'ai changé mes écrans au mois de décembre. Je me suis acheté 3 écrans de 43 pouces. Plus mon écran de 34 pouces en haut. Fait que j'ai 120 pouces de visuel quand je joue. Vous autres, vous voyez juste l'écran du milieu. Mais j'en ai un chaque bord. 43 pouces. C'est pas mal malade. Puis là, j'ai rajouté le top panel de Java Simulation. Mon FCU de Wing Wing. Il me manque juste le MCDU de Wing Wing. Alright, 35,000 feet check. Flight level 350 reach.
We're descending to flight level 350 now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached cruising altitude and we will now begin our snack and drink service.
Oh, ouais.
Today we have some delightful options for you, including our famous maple syrup cookies and a selection of refreshing beverages. After the service, we will also have items from the Air Canada shop available for purchase. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight as we make our way to Toronto. Thank you.
C'est le fun parce qu'il donne les... il a dit « We'll make our way to Toronto ». Tu sais, dans ton plan de vol de SimBrief, il prend les destinations, puis le departure, les noms, puis il les dit.
November 781 Alpha Lima, climb and maintain 12000. Climbing to 12000, November 781 Alpha Lima.
Okay. Bon.
Air Canada 0550. Expect the ILS runway 24 left approach into Toronto. I'll have you descending in just a moment.
Expect ILS runway 24 left approach into Toronto, Air Canada 0550. Elle me dit qu'elle va me faire descendre.
Jazz 3 Montreal approach, radar contact, clear direct Casca, climb 12000.
On va attendre le prochain flight level.
Air Canada 0550. Contact Toronto Center on 124.675.
Alaska 993 cleared through Bravo airspace. Clear through Bravo, Alaska 993.
Contacting Toronto Center on 124.675. Air Canada 0550. Good day. Good afternoon, Toronto Center. Air Canada 0550 with you, flight level 350.
Air Canada 0550, Toronto Center identified. Good afternoon.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 0550 requesting flight level 250.
Air Canada 0550, Toronto Center, descend via Rajet 6 for the ILS runway 24 left approach into Toronto. QNH 29.901. Air Canada 0550, descend flight level 250.
Descending flight level 250 via Ragged for the ILS runway 24 left, Air Canada 0550. Wing view.
Diamond Tree 4, Alpha Bravo, traffic 10 o'clock, 4 miles level at 9 or 500. Looking for traffic, Diamond Tree 4, Alpha Bravo.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your flight attendant speaking. We have now left our cruising altitude and are beginning our approach to Toronto. Please return to your seats, stow your tables, and fasten your seatbelts. The use of lavatories is no longer permitted at this time. Thank you for your cooperation as we prepare for landing.
So Toronto Center, Air Canada 0550 requesting flight level 100.
Air Canada 0550, descend flight level 100.
Sir, I'm off.
Cirrus 555, Sierra Mike traffic alert, 12 o'clock, 4 miles opposite direction. Traffic in sight, Cirrus 555, Sierra Mike.
Going to 128.4, port 1020.
Nos spoilers sont activés. 27,000 feet, check.
FedEx 687
Flaps.
heavy descend and maintain flight
Half.
level 260. Descending to flight level 260, FedEx 687 heavy.
Hello, approach on 35.5. Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
Faut être à 10 000 pieds à Rajid. On est à 77 000 nautiques. Retracting spoiler.
Southwest 653, descend and maintain flight level 280. Descending to flight level 280, Southwest 653.
124475, Air Canada 401.
Toronto Center, Rouge 97, establish an ILS approach for runway 23.
Je sais pas s'il y a bien de la neige à Toronto. On est parti dans une genre de tempête à Montréal. $20,000 feet check.
Alaskan 413, expect runway 09er for landing. Expecting runway 09er, Alaskan 413. Air Canada 532, descend and maintain 7000, QNH 2944.
Descend and maintain 7,000 for Air Canada 532.
Air Canada 532, contact Toronto approach on 124.475.
$50,000 feet check. Bon. Un autre troll. Sur Twitch. Est-ce que je stream sur Twitch, sur YouTube, sur Facebook en même temps? On approche 16 000 pieds. On est à 56 000 nautiques de Ragip. Ragid, pas Ragip. Ragid.
United 771, contact approach on 126.45. Switching to 126.45, United 771. Phaser 1, Toronto Center identified. Good morning.
Toronto Center, Comanche 178 Delta Mike, request permission to begin descent to 2,000 feet. Descend to 2,000 feet, Comanche 178 Delta Mike.
Les nuages sont assez bas à part ça. On va tourner seatbelt sign on. Cabin crew, seatbelt sign on.
Okay, Captain, cabin crew, take seats for landing.
United 487, turn right heading 270. Turning right to 270, United 487.
Wing lights on. $12,000 feet. Flight level 10,000 feet.
Southwest 65 descend and maintain flight level 280. Descending to flight level 280, Southwest 65
On est à 35 000 de
Captain, cabin is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our final approach into Toronto, we kindly ask that you turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we've arrived at the gate. Please ensure your tray tables are put away, your seats are in their full upright position, and your seatbelts are fastened. Our Air Canada staff on the ground will provide you with information regarding your connecting flights. Thank you for your cooperation.
Ladies and gentlemen, also begin our descent. In preparation for landing, please return to your seat. Fasten your seatbelt and your seat to the upright position so you're treated. All hand luggage should be placed underneath the seat in front of you or the overhead bins. At this time, only earbud your phones are connected into the aircraft entertainment system everywhere. After landing, we'll let you know when you can use mobile phones. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, on these small electronic devices can be used for landing. Thank you. Vous pouvez donc vouloir rejoindre vos fauteuils, mais attachez vos ceintures. Laissez vos siège ainsi que vos tablettes. Nous vous demandons également de ranger
JetBlue
tous vos
183
équipements
traffic departing runway 27, climb and maintain 7000, turn left heading 210.
Savoir si vous n'avez justement les écouteurs en
Climbing
même
to
temps peuvent être
7000 left to
utilisés pour maintenir
210
le siège.
JetBlue
Passagers
183.
informeront à quel moment vous pouvez utiliser votre téléphone cellulaire ou l'affiche en français. Sinon, les appareils électroniques portatifs de type miniature peuvent être utilisés pour l'intérêt.
Toronto Center, Rouge 97 at flight level 350.
Rouge 97, Toronto Center, good evening.
Okay.
UPS 1302, heavy descent to 5000, expect RNAV approach runway 21.
Descending to 5000, expecting RNAV 21, UPS 1302 heavy. Bravo, Romeo uniform, radar contact established. Bravo, Romeo uniform, can you give me Victor for direct Ottawa Airport? Bravo, Romeo uniform, fly heading 064 for direct Ottawa Aerodrome.
20 000 nautiques.
Navy on 553 Alpha Bravo, maintain 3,500 traffic at your tree, Bonanza, same altitude.
3,500 traffic in sight, 553 Alpha Bravo.
Contact Toronto approach on 133.4, Air Canada 927.
9027, 9027, contact Toronto approach on 133.4.
133.4, Piper 927.
Co-pilot, you handle the comms.
I've got the comms now, Lenridge.
Air Canada 0550, Atlantic City approach. Not seeing you on radar. Cycle your transponder and ident again for me.
Atlantic City approach? What the fuck? Air Canada 0550 requesting squawk code. What the hell? Mon squawk a changé.
Air Canada 0550, unable to issue squawk code. Please refer to your clearance for the assigned squawk.
Bonanza 773 Delta Echo traffic at 1 o'clock, 3 miles eastbound, altitude unknown.
773 Delta Echo.
Good afternoon, Toronto Center, Air Canada 0550, requesting flight following.
Air Canada 0550, flight following is on request. Squawk 2425 and ident.
Squawk 2425, Air Canada 0550. Je sais pas pourquoi c'est marqué Atlantic City Approach. C'est bizarre ça. Pourtant on est à...
Air Canada 0550, contact Detroit approach on 118.905.
Detroit
Contact
Approach.
Detroit approach on 118.905. Air
On s'en
Canada
va.
0550.
On va voir ce que ça dit.
Detroit approach, Air Canada 0550, afternoon, maintaining 10,000 feet.
Air Canada 0550, Detroit approach identified. Good afternoon, Toronto, QNH 29er decimal 901.
901.
American 1555, contact approach 125.8. Contacting approach 125.8. American 1555. Air Canada 0550, Detroit approach, descend altitude 7,000. QNH 29er decimal 901.
Descending to altitude 7,000, QNH 29er 901. Air Canada 0550.
Bizarre, Detroit. Anyway. On va mettre le landing system on. Auto spoiler arm. Brake to medium. Landing system on pour le copilote.
United 1261, heavy.
Cabin crew, 15 minutes to landing.
Okay, Captain. 15 minutes to landing.
Pourquoi ça a changé? 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 5. Pour moi, quand je pèse sur une touche, ça fait...
Air Canada 0550, Atlantic City approach. Proceed direct list due. Descend and maintain altitude 3,000
FCU.
until established on the localizer cleared for the ILS runway 24 left approach.
Proceeding, direct, list due. Descend and maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 24 left approach. Air Canada 0550.
Air Canada 0550, Atlantic City approach. Expect the ILS runway 24 left approach into Toronto.
Atlantic City.
Expecting the ILS runway 24 left approach into Toronto. Air Canada 0550.
All right. Landing lights on.
Pacific 1323, you're following the 767, 12 o'clock and 6 miles.
Following the 767 Pacific 1323.
Je comprends pas l'affaire d'Atlantic City. Speed 200. Okay, so auto spoiler arm. Flaps 1.
UPS 1302, heavy descent to 5000, expect RNAV approach runway 21.
Descending to 5000, expecting RNAV 21, UPS 1302 heavy. Canada Air 3023, contact Toronto approach on 124.475. Approach on 124.475, Canada Air 3023.
Le fun, la condensation sur les ailes, c'est beau. C'est nice.
Class term airspace Henry.
5,200 feet. $5,000 feet check. Et on est presque en finale. Approach on.
Cirrus 981 Tango Mike, descend to 2000, cleared ILS 18.
Descending to 2000, cleared ILS 18981 Tango Mike. Vision Jet 1 2 Tree Charlie Delta Toronto Center, roger. Vision Jet Tree Charlie Delta, contact Toronto Center on 124.925. 124.925 for Vision Jet Tree Charlie Delta, good day.
Speed 180. And flaps 2. Wheel view. Gear down. Front view. Speed 160.
Air Canada 0550, contact Toronto Tower on 118.35.
Air Canada 235, hold at Waypoint Briggs, expect further clearance in 10 minutes.
Holding at Briggs, waiting for further clearance.
Upstream.
Air Canada 235.
Switching.
Toronto Tower, Air Canada 0550, afternoon. We're established on the ILS approach for runway 24 left.
Air Canada
Speed
0550,
14.
Toronto Tower, roger. Continue approach for runway 24 left.
And full flaps.
Canada 0550 Toronto Tower. Winds 270 at 12, gusting 18. Runway 24 left, clear to land.
We're clear to land.
24 left, clear to land. Air Canada 0550.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for a ride.
Catching up the glide path.
Beechcraft 901
ILS capture.
Bravo, enter left downwind, report midfield.
Left downwind will report midfield Beechcraft 9001 Bravo.
WestJet 375, roger.
Tower WestJet 375 is ready to taxi to gate Charlie 29. Hotel 3 Echo Sierra cross runway 33 right, Alpha Juliet for WestJet 375. Good day.
Front view. Front view. C'est là qu'on va voir si le ILS est bon. feet.
422 Alpha Mike, turn left, heading 280. Maintain 2,000 feet vectors for traffic.
Left turn heading 280, maintaining 2,000 feet, Skylane 422 Alpha Mike.
Clear for takeoff, runway 23, Air Canada 316. Over to departure, Air Canada 316.
Check. Continue.
500. 400. 400. 200.
I see the runway. Autopilot off.
Taxiing to runway 16 via Alpha and Charlie Mooney, 824 Foxtrot Delta.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Throttle off.
5.
Nose down. Full brakes, reverse thrust.
Air Canada 0550, welcome to Toronto. Contact ground on 119.1.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and your baggage stowed until the fasten seatbelt sign.
Switching to ground on 119.1. Air Canada 0550.
Big lights, runway, wings.
Toronto ground, Air Canada 0550, afternoon. We're clear of runway 24 left and ready to taxi to the gate.
Air Canada 0550, Toronto ground. Taxi to terminal 1181 via Delta 2. Cross runway 06 left, then Echo Delta, cross runway 33 right, then Delta Romeo 9er. Good day.
Terminal 1181 via Delta 2, cross 06 left, Echo Delta, cross 33 right, Delta Romeo 9er, Air Canada 0550.
Tornado 892 Tango Oscar, hold short of taxiway Echo, waiting for clearance to enter the ramp.
Holding short of taxiway Echo Tornado 892 Tango Oscar.
Air Canada 0550 requesting progressive taxi to gate.
Air Canada 0550, progressive taxi approved. Follow the taxi path lights to your gate.
Following the taxi path light to my gate. Air Canada 0550. Good day.
Cessna 908, Charlie Echo taxi to runway 21 via taxiways Delta and Echo. Taxiing to runway 21 via Delta and Echo Cessna 908, Charlie Echo.
Front view.
American Airlines 320.
Front view.
It looks like you've already got an open flight plan. Press the new flight button to close it out and start fresh. Hawker 511, Hotel Alpha, hold short of taxiway Bravo, awaiting further instructions.
Holding short of taxiway Bravo, Hawker 511, Hotel Alpha.
Air Canada 121, Toronto ground pushback and start approved. Call for taxi when ready. Pushback and start approved, Air Canada 121.
Toronto ground, leading airline 921, request pushback and start. Gate 10-6.
Alright, parking brake on. Lights are off. Engine off. And the boarding.
Golf 3671, Golf Sierra, hold position. Traffic on final. Expect departure clearance in approximately 2 minutes. Holding position. Gulf Stream 671 Gulf Sierra.
Cabin crew, passengers can now leave the aircraft.
Dear passengers, you are now free to leave the aircraft. We hope you enjoyed your flight with Air Canada Flight 0550 Montreal to Toronto. On behalf of Captain Leonard, First Officer Ryan, and the entire crew, we wish you a wonderful stay in Toronto. Safe travels onward. Thank you for flying with us.
So that's it for this flight. J'espère que vous avez apprécié. Selon moi, pour moi, mon standard, c'était un vol sans faille. Il n'y a pas eu de bug, il n'y a pas rien eu. Fait que, till next time, à la prochaine fois. Gardez le sourire. Cheers!
Cessna 908 Charlie Echo taxi to runway 36 via taxiways Charlie and Delta.
Passing to runway 36 via Charlie and Delta Cessna 908 Charlie Echo.